It's my privilege to introduce Brian Charles Lee. He's President Trump's nominee to be the district judge for the Western District of Tennessee. Brian's a fourth-generation Memphian, but I'll note he can't quite claim to have been born and raised in Memphis because Brian was actually born in Montreal while his father was there for spring training. That's right, Brian's father, the late Charlie Lee, was an ace pitcher for the Montreal Expos. Charlie got his start playing in Memphis for the minor leagues and ended his career calling games for the Memphis Redbirds. You can see Brian's father's statue in downtown Memphis right in front of the stadium today. But let's talk about Brian. Brian earned his undergraduate degree at Union University with a nearly perfect GPA. At the University of Georgia Law School, Brian somehow did even better. With A+ in 15 classes, he finished at the very top of his class with a 4.06 GPA. After a clerkship with Judge Ed Carnes on the 11th Circuit Court of Appeals, Brian went on to clerk for U.S. Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas. As Senator Blackburn mentioned, Clarence Thomas gives glowing reviews for Brian. He then excelled in academia and in private practice. I'd like to focus on those experiences. As a law professor, Brian co-taught a class alongside his old boss, Justice Thomas. I think that tells you a bit about his legal acumen. Brian also distinguished himself as a partner at Jones Day, one of the nation's finest firms, and incidentally, one firm that's represented me and my company for years when I was in the private sector. In a noteworthy case, Brian served as lead counsel for our colleague Senator Graham, asserting our legislative privileges under the United States Constitution. And this year, Brian served the President as Deputy Associate Attorney General at the Department of Justice. Brian bears enormous responsibility coordinating the litigation strategy of the United States of America in a vast number of high-stakes and complicated cases. Not only are Brian's credentials impressive, I've been impressed by Brian's temperament. He has the patience, courtesy, humility, and thoughtfulness of a good trial judge. I think you'll also be impressed, as I've been, by Brian's intellect. Consider his insightful law review articles on standing and severability, one of which has been cited 4 times by the United States Supreme Court. And most impressive is Brian's appreciation for a constitutional system. He recognizes that the Constitution should be interpreted according to its original meaning, and it must be followed regardless of the ebbs and flows of public opinion or the personal preferences of the one who dons the robe. I'm confident that Brian will uphold the highest standards of our judiciary, and I urge this committee to quickly advance his nomination. Thank you.